Hi friends, welcome back to Tulsi Tech in Creative. Guys, today we are going to discuss about AWS App Runner. So, using AWS App Runner, we can deploy any web application. I hope my screen is visible. You can see my in this screen. AWS App Runner today we are going to discuss. So, this is a fully managed service. It makes easy to deploy web application. Any web application you can deploy easily, and the infrastructure also very friendly, like there is no any difficult configuration, or I will show you whenever we are going to hands on. So it will deploy automatically, or you can deploy using to like manually also. Today we are going to show you manually how we are going to deploy. If it is going to deploy automatically, you can store that images on ECR, then you can configure to easier, and it will take images or docker images, then it will deploy automatically. That we can see in next class. Today we are going to manual how we can deploy. So next point is your source code also it will contain. There is a multiple source code, ECR, GitHub, any source code you can use it, but any one source code is required. Okay. Next, VPC access support also there, and you can connect the database and catchy messages and queue services. Previously we discussed, right, queue service and SNS and SQS, like that things we can discuss previous classes. Please go through the previous videos, then you can come these topics, then you will get better understand. Use cases like web apps and API microservices deployments. These are the things are we can use to use we can use using app runner. So let me open print for better understand. I will show you. You can just use one container, using container, and also you can just think this is the source code. Source code will fetching the image, and let me open small. Okay, then we can go to configuration is container and health check and deployment. These are the stages we are using this. Just you can write here. Something is wrong. Wait, let me close, open again, paint. Okay, this is container, and this is, sorry, one is the source code, this is the container, and this is the CPU utilization, and this is the load balancer. Source code, container, auto scaling, or CPU, like load, you can think load distribution, and here is the domain. Yeah, this is how it is working. First it will fetch the code and source code, then it will generate one image. That image it will create the container, then it will spin up whatever load it is dependent on. It will spin up our instances, then it will create one domain name. That domain name we can use to users. Users are using this domain. This is how this application is working. AWS App Runner. So we can use this as the configuration. We can create the on. We can deploy one application now. Okay. Okay, guys. Without any delay, we can go for vertical sessions. Let me open my AWS console. Okay, I'm able to log in. Let me go AWS App Runner. You just search AWS App Runner, you will get that. Okay, here AWS App Runner. You just search this, then you will get this. Create an AWS App Runner. Here you can see there is a multiple options is there, source code deployment, and choose the source code or app runner. Before going to this, go one step back again. We just search here, we just read here, build and run application, web application scale. Web application at scale, like AWS App Runner is fully managed service. That makes it easy to developer to deploy from source code or container image directly. So we can use web application, any web application we can use to deploy here. So it is chargeable. You can see per hour it is 0.06 per dollars it's fine. And this is how source code configuration, build, review and create, and URL it will generate whatever we have designed in Paint, na? The same thing. Benefits. Easy to use, scale to with topics, save the time, future, automatic deployment, logs, metrics. This every all the use cases we already discussed, right? In the using notepad, I have added all the things. Oh, sorry, these are the points. I will add these points and note like video description also. I will give that. Just read this, and we have one more thing. I am searching on URL. That's it. This URL also I will provide in description. Why this URL we are using, I will tell you. No issue. Okay. Okay, and then we can go for deployment. This is the first stage. There is a three steps. One is the stage, source code, and configuration, and review and create. This is the first stage: container registry and source code registry. I am going to container registry as of now. And why I am going to this? I am deploying manually. So deploy your service using the container image. This is the source code. Any source code you can use ECR or anything GitHub. You can select it. I am going now this, and here also I am going to ECR public. Why I am going that? I am it to access the URL in public access. That's why I am going this. If you have images in ECR now, you can use ECR private register. Okay, I am using public registry now. and container image. Previously I have stored one URL here, right? You just copy this URL and paste it here. You will get this, and you can just search HTTPD. I'm just deploying HTTPD image, and copy that URL and paste it here. That's it. And deployment, I am previously I already told, right? I'm going to deploy in manually now. Next, you just add service name, demo HTTPD deployment. That's it. Whatever your image size, you can just select that based on your image size. Like 1 CPU, 2 GB is sufficient for my image. I am using simple image in HTTPD. That is a simple container and reply. Okay. Next, environment variable is the option. IAM policy. If you want, you can create the template, or like it will create the one IAM policy automatically by default. And auto scaling also, you can see here by default on auto scaling also it will create. If you want, you can go for the create manually also, custom auto scaling, but by default auto scaling will sufficient one instance it will be created. And health check, securities, network. Here most important things, you need to select the port. How we know the port, right? You can go to wherever your image you are selecting, go to below. There is a port forward they are forwarding to 80 this image. So I am using 80 port HTTPD. Like whatever your image is, that port you can use here. Okay, remaining as it is, I'm using. I'm not touching anything. Traffic is a public endpoint I'm using. Okay, remaining as it is I'm using. There is no any change. What to next? Just review here. I use public URL and I'm using manual deployment, and port I use 1 CPU and 2 GB I'm using. Okay, remaining everything is default. Create and deploy. This will take around 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, meanwhile what we can do, we can check remaining option. What are the options out there? If you scroll down below, there is a log event it will generate. Whenever that your application get deployed successfully, it will generate one logs after checking any users in your like any users are logging your application. It will generate how many users are logging, or metrics will create also. And deployment logs, if you go here, there is a still it is showing in progress. It will go here, then there also it will show the logs. Application logs, whenever CloudWatch is enabled, right, that time it will enable the CloudWatch application logs also. Next option is activity means this is the same operation. And go to metrics, you know, right, like CPU, memory usage, request count, response count, everything it will show. Whatever your application, like how many users are logging your application, how many CPU utilization is consuming, everything it will show there. uh, Observability, there is a tracing, we are not using. Auto configuration means whatever configuration we done, if you want you can edit using that. Custom domain, it will generate one domain after deploying successfully. I will show you that. First we can wait for deployment now. See, some of the logs it will generating. Public image, it is repository successfully copied from ECR. ECR means this public image. Imagine ECR public gallery, that is the public gallery I have copied. It is successfully copied, and the instance deployment public accessible service. Health check is successful. Maybe it will take 1 or 2 minutes only. Next, we can wait for them. You can go and search CloudWatch also for these logs. I'm just showing that how we can search. Meanwhile, deployment is still in progress. So meanwhile we can check these things. See here also it will show that logs, whatever logs you are going to check. These are the things it is enabled. Okay, you can select the name, date range also, local timing, everything. Let's see, deployment is still in progress. Okay, successfully deployed my application. Just refresh or something, not required, but you can refresh it. Here also see status is running, service ARN will be generated, incoming traffic is public. Let me copy this URL. You can copy here or custom domain also you can copy. No issue. Here this is also same URL. Okay. Okay. Logs you can see pulling the images successfully copied is here. Health checks is successful. Successfully rotated incoming traffic. Deployment ID is it will generate the successfully. Now I am opening. I am hitting that. This is my URL. I am hitting this. It's one. So my application deployed successfully. This is how we can deploy any web application very easy and 2-3 steps. Only we can use the configuration. We can deploy multiple applications also, but you can give whatever image. That image is a custom image, or you can create whatever your application is running. That image will take care about that, and port you can give whatever you are using port. That is the automatic also we can generate using the source code. Today I am showing in manual only. If you want you can use automatic steps also that we can see next class. I think that's it guys today class. So let me delete this, go to action, delete it, just write it delete, deleted. This AWS App Runner is very friendly user. You can use any web application can deploy it. This is how today class guys. I will share these links and just info also. Just watch and read this info, then you will better understand. Try any web application, but remember this is the cost related service. Okay, that's it guys. Today's topic we can discuss anything in tomorrow. I think it will take for 2-3 minutes for deployment, for deleting. That is okay. Okay, today we are going to wind up this session. We can meet up tomorrow. Thanks all. Bye.